Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we bring you the latest updates about Sheikh Hamdan and his family. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so now so you won't miss any new updates. In my last video, I told you that Sheikh Hamdan remarried his ex-wife, Hadia Zen. After the remarriage, he traveled with Hadia and their children to Uzbekistan. It was meant to be a quiet journey, a simple family trip where he could spend peaceful time away from Dubai and allow his children to adjust to the new situation. But what was meant to be calm soon turned into an emotional storm that Sheikh Hamdan never expected. While in Uzbekistan, Sheikh Hamdan received a call that completely changed his mood. It was from Shama al-Falasi, the woman who had been close to his heart for years, the one who had been part of his private world of poetry, loyalty, and emotional intimacy. The moment he saw her name appear on his phone screen, he was struck by unease. He had feared this call ever since the remarriage took place, because he knew that once Shama came to know, the peace between them would never be the same. Until then, Sheikh Hamdan had not found the courage to tell Shama about his sister long before he could prepare his words. The person who revealed the truth was one of Sheikh Hamdan's longtime servants. A man who had served him for years and who knew how close Shama had been to the Sheikh's heart. The servant, who was deeply disappointed by the remarriage, felt compelled to speak to Shama. During the wedding, he had seen Sheikh Hamdan's silence, his distant expression, and his struggle to hide emotions. Unable to bear the thought that Shama might be unaware of it all, he secretly contacted her and told her everything. He described how the wedding had taken place quietly, how Hadia's parents had attended, and how Sheikh Hamdan had looked tired and restless despite the celebrations. Every detail he shared added more weight to Shama's heart. Yet, even after hearing it all, she did not react with anger or tears. She remained calm, composed, and grateful for the honesty of the servant. She decided not to act impulsively. Instead, she waited for the right time to speak directly to Sheikh Hamdan. When she finally called, Sheikh Hamdan was spending the evening with Hadia and the children in Uzbekistan. The tone of the call was calm from the beginning. There were no loud emotions, no accusations, only the kind of peace that carries hidden pain. Shama asked about his whereabouts and wanted to confirm what she had already heard, that Sheikh Hamdan had indeed remarried Hadia. When Sheikh Hamdan admitted that it was true, the silence that followed was heavier than any word. He expected her to express disappointment or sadness, but she didn't. Instead, she responded with remarkable grace. She said that it was a good decision, a step that would give Hadia and the children a new life. Her words were gentle, but they pierced deep into Sheikh Hamdan's heart. For him, her calmness felt like a quiet goodbye. It was not the reaction he expected, and that made it even more painful. He felt as though he had lost something more precious than he could ever explain. A woman who never demanded anything from him, who loved him quietly and unconditionally. Shama's composure was not indifference. It was the strength of a woman who had already accepted that some loves are meant to stay unfinished. After those words, she ended the call politely. Sheikh Hamdan remained seated, holding the phone in his hand, unable to believe how the conversation had unfolded. The calmness in her voice echoed in his mind long after the call had ended. For the first time, he understood what true heartbreak felt like, not the kind that comes from anger or argument, but from gentle acceptance. Moments later, overcome with guilt and sadness, Sheikh Hamdan called her again. He wanted to apologize for not telling her earlier and to explain that the remarriage had been a decision made for his children's sake, not for his own happiness. He tried to assure her that his bond with her would remain unchanged, but even then, he could feel the distance between them. In my next video, I'll share the continuation of this story and reveal Shama's response. I hope you found this video interesting and enjoyable. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon below so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.